Hello everyone, in this video we are just going to detailedly discuss about the block diagram and architecture of RL78 bar F14 series microcontroller that we are going to work on throughout this course. Let's get started. So you can see this is the user manual of RL78 bar F14 and F13 series microcontroller. So these two series F13 and F14 are sharing the same user manual. So let me just go to the features product lineup of the RL78 bar F14. So you can see this is the product lineup of RL78 bar F14 series microcontrollers, and the one which we are going to use is this particular microcontroller R5F10PPJ, mounted on the development board with the part number QB R5F10PPJ-TB development board. So this particular microcontroller, as per this table, you can clearly see it is having a RAM of 20 KB and data flash of 8 KB and code flash, that is the program memory, of 256 KB. So depending on the microcontroller that you are using, the user manual provides the detailed description of that particular microcontroller. All the details such as the memory consumption, each and every block and peripheral available in the microcontroller will be provided in detail in the user manual of the microcontroller. So you just want to download the user manual from the Renesas website itself. Just type in the microcontroller name and user manual on the Google or in any browser and enter into renesas.com link that is popping out, and you will be able to download the user manual for free. And I have attached this particular user manual for your reference in the description of this video. So our microcontroller is having a RAM of 20 KB, data flash of 8 KB and code program memory of 256 KB, and it is a 100 pin IC. So this microcontroller is having 100 pins and it can operate at a maximum of 32 MHz system clock with the maximum PLL included multiplied. And let me move to the block diagram of the microcontroller and let us discuss in detail about each of the blocks that is available in this microcontroller. So starting from the ports, we are having totally 16 ports available in this microcontroller, which can be digitally used as inputs and output pins. So port starts from port 0 to port 15 and we are having till port 15. So port 0 is having 4 pins from 0 to 3 and port 1 is having 8 pins from port 10 to port 17, and port 3 is having 5 pins totally, P30 to P34 and so on. You can see we are having ports till port 15, that is 15. And after the digital IO ports, which can be used as input and output pins in the microcontroller, we are having key return pins, which can be used for key return purpose, that we will see later. And we are having external interrupt pins of 14 numbers. So there are 14 external interrupt channels that can be configured and used as external interrupt pin in our microcontroller. And we are having an internal RTC available, and we are having one particular pin which will output 1 Hz RTC signal, that is this particular pin. And we are having a 10-bit ADC whose value ranges from 0 to 1024, which is capable of reading DC voltage signals, and the total number of ADC channels available is 31. And we are having 8-bit DAC of 1 channel which is capable of generating DC voltage signals of varying voltage range whose resolution is 8-bit. So we are having 1 DAC channel and 1 comparator channel useful for comparing the voltage signal, and 1 I2C channel, that is the integrated circuits, that is the I2C communication channel, which is useful for interfacing various other sensors. So we will be demonstrating this I2C in the last part of the course, and standby mode is also available in this microcontroller. Coming to the other section, we are having two LIN channels, LIN 0 and LIN 1, and one CAN channel internally available. And other than that, we are having this SAU. So this SAU is nothing but serial array unit, and this particular serial array unit 1 is having two channels, and these two channels can be individually configured as UART channel, SPI channel, or I2C channels. So this particular channel, this individual channels available in SAU1 can be configured as SPI channel, UART channel, as well as I2C channel. So that particular I2C that we discussed earlier is an independent I2C channel, but this is an array unit, serial array unit 1, which is having two channels, and those two channels can be configured in either way, whether we can use that particular channel as UART, SPI, or I2C. Similar to that, we are having two number of serial array unit 0 channel. These channels can be also configured as UART channel, SPI channel, or I2C channels for serial communication. And coming to the timers that is available, we are having two different TAU0 of 8 channels and TAU1 of 8 channels. So this TAU is nothing but timer array unit, and this particular timer array unit has 8 channels. That is, timer array unit 0 has 8 channels, and these 8 channels are capable of reading the timer value and outputting the timer value, and also for generating interrupts in the timer values. So you can clearly see this particular CH00 of TAU0 is having two different arrow marks in bidirectional way, which means it is capable of reading the pulse or timer counter value, and also transmitting or outputting the timer count value, and also for generating the timer interrupt. And this particular TRD and TRJ are 16-bit timer modules. This TRD is having two different channels, channel 0 and 1, and this TRJ is having only one channel. And you can configure these two channels for input reading, timer input capture, configure these two timer units as timer output compare module, timer input capture module, or timer interrupt generation module. So that's all about the peripheral structure of the microcontroller. And coming inside the microcontroller core part, we are having a CRC, internal voltage regulator. Coming a little bit close to the CPU core, we are having an high speed oscillator which can be activated as an internal oscillator of the microcontroller, and we are having a low speed oscillator which can be configured for RTC, internal RTC, real time clock of the microcontroller. And we are having additionally an PLL unit for multiplying and expanding the high speed internal oscillator. And we are having a window watchdog module internally available, and an independent clock for that window watchdog module. And this is the RAM, CPU core, interrupt module, code flash and data flash module, and that's it. So that's all about the block diagram of RL78 bar F14 series microcontroller. I hope you understood the block step by step. So we will be configuring and utilizing each and every peripheral that we discussed in this video right now in each and every videos that you are going to watch from now on. So don't worry, you will be learning everything step by step in this microcontroller. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. So generally, this particular RL78 bar F14 series microcontrollers are 16-bit instruction set microcontroller.